Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Madals and this is another StarCraft 2 England cast. Now today guys, we do have a PvZ ladder game. It is between ClassicRmrK, who is the red Protoss player in the top left. He's playing against Standard, who is of course the blue Zerg in the lower right, the map Ahana. And well, I'm looking forward to this, it should be good. Should be great. It should be spectacular. And I've classed quite a few of Remark's games recently. He's doing well. And that's always good to see. I love seeing slightly more unknown players really start knocking off some big names. Well, not big names, but sort of people who are a bit more well known and not through like six pools or anything like that. So it's always nice to see. And obviously gonna do some casting of players like that, because obviously it's great. Also, if any of you have games you want me to cast, regardless of league or anything, send them to sc2england@hotmail.co.uk, because I will try and cast any of the awesome ones, just because I want to cast some more subscriber games. I have done a few already. Any league, if they're lower leagues, then obviously I'll be more analytical, what could improve, etc. If they are higher league games, they'll be more shoutcasted overall kind of strategy, as opposed to this was the problem, because when you start getting into kind of masters and grandmasters, there tends to be less solid problems in the play and more just subtle small things that could be improved, which generally can be quite annoying. Looking here, obviously we do see a gateway coming down from Remark. Now this is a very interesting opening, because this is Ahana, the map where if you don't go Nexus first, you might as well be crazy, because it's just so easy to do so. Remark now getting down a gas as well, and well, Standard, he's going hatch first, so both of these players doing what can only be described as the complete opposite of what I think they do. Obviously Remark, I'd be thinking going fast expansion, and Standard being like pull first. So maybe they're just switching around, maybe they're just having a bit of fun, who knows, maybe they're trying out different strategies. It's always fun though, it's made things quite unpredictable already, which could lead to some interesting play. Well, we'll wait and see how it does all go down. Obviously the third base is usually the main contention point in this matchup, because the Protoss players try to pick off the Zerg's third, and if they're successful they win, hurrah. If they're unsuccessful, well, then it depends whether they expand it behind it and if they've got a follow-up. But generally speaking, this is not what you'd see in a PvZ, and for anyone watching, I mean, especially Protoss players, on Ahana, go fast expansion, and if either Nexus first, or if you're not confident, go Forge first at the very least, because you're just crazy not to. And of course this Overlord's going to come in and just be like, lol, what? Why is there no base there? But the gas coming down now, that is a very early gas timing as well from Standard. You tend not to see that gas come down anywhere near this point in this matchup. Usually, assuming that the Protoss is fast expanded, it's like a 40 to 50 minute gas, so this is most likely going to be used for zerging speed. So I'm hoping we'll see all of these drones get pulled out at 100 gas, because otherwise this could be really funky and really quite confusing, and generally could lead to me kind of sitting there being like, lol, what is going on here, guys? Anyway, the Nexus coming down, so Remark, one gate expanding, so that's not completely bonkers, it's just very safe. So perhaps worried that it was going to be some kind of pull before Overlord build or something like that, but he's definitely going to be behind unless he starts putting on some quite serious aggression quite soon. And he's jumping on 2 more gates, so 1 gate expansion into 3 gate. That does actually allow you to put on quite significant push power. Obviously that warp gate tech, if we get some chrono boosts on it, will get finished up fairly soon. Looking here, the queen count just sitting there at 2. I'd like to see a 3rd queen, especially when you've got hatch first. Getting that 3rd queen out, and maybe even a 4th queen, allows you to get good creep spread and good defense, which ultimately helps so much. We do still have 1 gas mining there, but zerging speed on the way. We've got the lava inject coming down. Just wish there were more queens, that's the only thing I could say. Looking here, the Overlord's got some good scouting information. Had to suicide the Overlord at that point, but here we go, we've got more gateways coming down, and they're not going to get scouted. This is a 6 gate. Oh my god, this could be really strong. Really strong, just due to the opening that Standard went for. I don't know if he knows of any of that's down. He doesn't know about those gateways, so he's probably just going to assume it's a 3 gate opening. Now there it is, there is the proxy pylon. The Overlord is not going to scout it, and that basically means that this push could be absolutely devastatingly effective. Looking here, warp gate tech is done. These gateways need to be changed to warp gates. They're all selected. Here we go, we've got 1 more, there it goes, and well, in comes the pressure. We've got the transfer of drones, 40 workers to 27, no gas income at all. It's going to be mass zealot. which is actually surprisingly hard to deal with. There is no Roach Warren. Obviously, I always suggest get the Roach Warren at about 6 minutes 30, because then when you see this coming, you have a small chance of defending it. But of course, Standard now, he's going to be in panic mode. He's got no money. He's got no money. This game almost certainly over. It would take some kind of absolute miracle defense in order to hold this. Roaches, if obviously the Roach one will be finishing up now, this is when you can defend this. You can just run away and try and buy yourself time. Of course, we've got some spine crawlers on their way down. That queen going to get picked off. We've got more pylons coming forward, and Remark, it's a good build. I mean, the way you defend against this is you scout it. You need to see that there's not enough gas there. An Overlord at the back here would show that, and obviously have something in the front to spot any gateways at the front of the base as well. Now, obviously, these Zealots are absolutely going to town. The natural base is gone, at which point it's pretty much over, to be honest. There's very little you can do. Yes, the Roach one is now finished. The lair timing was really way early, so obviously you can see here the drones being used, trying to hug around the spine crawlers just to hold off a little longer. The roaches are coming up with only 6 roaches. I don't think it will quite be enough. Transfuse goes down on the spine crawler, which has now managed to get 2 kills and is doing okay. And by using hold command on the drones, it's a genius move. The reason you hold command the drones is because the Zealots will try and attack the spine crawlers and ignore the drones that don't hold command, which means you can just use them as blocks, as you're seeing here. But if they do get attacked, they'll move out the way. So that is just the only solution. We do have the roaches coming through, but they're just rallied badly, and the lack of micro really starting to hurt. The drones being used as well Zerg shields for those roaches, just trying to keep them up. It's the best that Standard can do to try and defend, but this game is without doubt over. We have a handful of Zerglings there that didn't make it into the base, just looking, and there's the GG well played, so good manners there by Standard. Now, as I said, the way you stop that, guys, 6 minute 30 Roach War just means you get those roaches out a bit quicker. Have control of the watchtowers and make sure you have a zoning at the front of your opponent's base so you can see anything going on there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a cool comment, like the video, etc. And most importantly, I'll catch you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Bye for now.